Hey YouTube, what's going on? Been a while since I did a video, and unlike my toy videos with my Transformers, I figured I'd do something different. It's one of my more enjoyable hobbies, which is shooting. This is a Beretta 92D. The D means that it is a dual action only, meaning that if I was to fire, it will only go in dual action. If you don't know what that is, basically as I squeeze the trigger, the hammer will come back to a certain point and then it will go forward, all in one moment. Single action would be, I was in the movies where they cock the hammer back, that puts a gun into single action, so to speak. It's a 9mm. It's my opinion, very reliable. The U.S. military has been using it for a while. I know a lot of people wish they'd go back to the 1911 45s. They're more powerful. Personally, I like the 1911 better for firing, but to me, this is a really solid gun. It's heavier than a lot of 9mm out there, and some people don't like them because of the heavy trigger. I think it's like 13 or 14 pounds of pressure to fully squeeze the trigger. But other than that, to me, I mean, even then, you get used to it. It's not that bad. So basically, this video is going to be simple. How to field strip it, and if you were going to clean it. I'm not going to go through the cleaning process because it usually takes me like 15-20 minutes, and I'm not doing that long of a video. First thing with any handgun or rifle, whatever, before you clean it, you want to make sure it's not loaded. To do this simple, you're going to open the slide. You can see that, well, hold on, let me get the magazine out so you can see him easier. The magazine out, you can clearly see there's nothing in the chamber. When it is loaded, the bullet would be right here. It's empty, so it's obviously not loaded, and that is an empty magazine. With the slide lock back, pretty much there's no way that it's going to fire. I can squeeze the trigger all I want, nothing's going to happen. Take pressure off the slide lock and then just let it slide forward. Again, this is just a field strip, not to clean. It's very, very simple to break down this gun. On the right side of it, there's a button right here. All you have to do is push this in with one finger. With your thumb, you're going to push this lever down, and as you can see, the slide has moved forward. Let me show you again. When it's locked into place, the slide is flush. When I release it, it's forward about a quarter of an inch. What this allows you to do is to just simply slide the slide forward and put the frame down. You don't need it for anything else. And this is the slide, which contains the barrel, guide rod, and return spring. Very simple. Take your index finger, the one that's on your finger, or hand, I should say. Put it on the end of the guide rod with a little bit of pressure, just enough to take tension, add some more tension to it, so you can just lift it up. Let the spring slowly extend. Some people will tell you, oh, it's going to shoot off across the room. I don't seem to find it that it's that heavy of a spring. So obviously you want to be careful. Don't have it aimed at your face just in case it slips. But simple enough. Guide rod and spring. You can leave them together. Then the back of the barrel and the slide. I find it easier to just push this little button in. It's not really a button, it's part of the locking block mechanism. But lift up, barrel's out, slides as broken down as you need to be. And that's really all there is to it. Spring, frame, slide and barrel, and guide rod, and magazine, I guess. This can be done easily in like under 10 seconds and put back together. I'm just taking my time to people might be interested. Reassembly is pretty much everything in reverse. When you look at the slide, you see that there's these notches. That's pretty much for this parts of the barrel. They line up with that. So you just want to slide the barrel into corresponding hole. Line up the, I guess you call them wings, and it slides right in, no problem. Take a guide rod into the appropriate hole that it came out of, and then just, you want to put some tension on it so it slides right back in. I didn't really show you this, but there's a notch, there's a notch right here on the barrel. That's where the guide rod rests. It doesn't lock into place or anything, so don't be worried if you don't, you might think it's going to come out, but it's not. It's not going anywhere. It's got the spring tension on it. Then, final step, see the whole thing set up basically with rails. I'm going to line up the opening to the rails on the slide with the rails on the frame. Sorry if I'm going out of frame here myself. Haha. Then just slide it back. Bring it back to a little bit past, where it normally rests. Flick that up and let go. And you're good to go. And you can, just to check to make sure, you pull back and forth on it. Slide lock's not going to come up unless there's an empty magazine in it. So unless you put your, simple pull back, push up with your thumb, slide lock works, blah blah blah. Magazine goes in, and kaboom! Yeah. So that's simple. Beretta 92, 9mm, blah blah blah. Have a good day.